the Oregon Coast Aquarium, home of all kinds of sea creatures. Even though we can trace the concept of the aquarium back to biblical times, it wasn't until the mid-1800s that the aquariums as we know them today were put in place. The purpose of aquariums? To engage, to inspire, to learn. And as part of their mission statement at the Oregon Coast Aquarium, their mission is to create a unique and engaging experience that will connect you to the Oregon coast and inspire ocean conservation. And that's exactly what they do. Welcome to one of the Pacific Northwest gems, the Oregon Coast Aquarium. It's 7:30 in the morning, and you said you guys are wrapping up. This is an everyday thing?
Yep, every day. We just finished all the prep, so we've kind of prep it here, and then these are our buckets. So these are the otter buckets. You can kind of see all the delicious stuff in there. And then here's our sea lion and seal buckets. Becca is gonna show you how we stuff our vitamins for our animals. So they're getting their daily supplements every day. And all this is restaurant quality seafood, so if we wouldn't eat it, they're not gonna eat it. And we also sort through all the fish and everything to make sure everything is intact.
I'm blown away that this is prepared for them like this. I always pictured you just throw a bunch of this stuff to the otters, and this is actually hand prepped.
Yep, and everyone has that own specialized diet because each animal has its own needs. And
did I tell you guys that when we're eating out today, this is it right here? That's Levi's bucket, and that's Ross's bucket right there. All right, so Dr. D is in the house. I'm ready to stuff some squids.
These are two of our sea lions. This is IC, this is a supplement that they get. So an easy way to start is you take the fish, you'll find the gill pocket right here, and then you can just stuff the vitamins in.
Don't get fish juice on me there, little fishy, because I got all day in these clothes. 2 of them?
Yep, and then here you can put a vitamin in there as well.
Okay, so I got my 3 vitamins in. I'm gonna take this
rip it off. Yep.
And put it back in this bucket. I can say I fed a sea lion, sort of. All right, so now we're getting the fish out for tomorrow. Which is the proper way to do it? Thaw it out overnight.
Exactly. Welcome to our big freezer.
Oh, look at this. Yes. It's the biggest freezer I've ever seen. Oh, I should have wore a hat.
It definitely can be cold.
There's a lot of work that's going into this right now, just saying.
People probably don't realize how physical this job is. You do a lot of bending, lifting.
So do the otters ever get like a special night where you saute a little garlic and onions and a little plum tomatoes? And
now, their treats and what they love is if we make ice treats and put crab claws in them. So that's like their big.
Move it, clean it, cut it. Stuff it with vitamins. Holy mackerel. They're high maintenance little animals, mammals. You want to see where this fish goes?
And what a great thing about having these animals at the Oregon Coast Aquarium is these animals are all rescued animals. So we are really proud to have them. We have 4 otters total. So when we start our sessions with our otters, we first, for all of our animals, we'll do a body check and we'll just make sure everyone's in tip-top shape, look at their body condition. And what's really great about these guys is we are able to work with them free contact, so we're able to really look them over. You're seeing a pause target right now, so their hands go on the buoy, and that allows us to touch them, and it gives them a focal point so they're focusing on something. And that way we are able to look over their flippers, their body, touch them all over.
So this makes all your time that you're prepping the food worth it, because this is right here, this is the payoff.
Yep, exactly.
Getting to work with them like this.
So Nuka right there, he weighs between 62 and 65 pounds most of the time, and he's gonna eat around 17 pounds of food a day.
Whoa, so, that's my boy.
And what's really interesting is sea otters were hunted in the 18 and 1900s, and with all that hunting, about 99% of their population was wiped out on the West Coast. So their populations were decimated. And here in Oregon, we actually had a local extinction event. So we don't have any natural populations of otters anymore.
Oh, that's awful.
But populations have been recovering in California, Washington, British Columbia, and Alaska. And they have done reintroductions of otters in those places, and for the most part, it's been pretty successful. So we really hope that one day we can do that here in Oregon.
Are they getting a bath?
She had him go up and he's
I'm listening to everything you're saying, so I'm like, why is...
Isn't it cute? So it's great to be able to move them not only in the water, but all over their environment. We do a lot of descents with our animals to get them used to other people, loud noises, different sounds. He's a cute little guy. And that's what we want. So for people to come here, see these animals, get excited about them, learn about them and why they're important and why we need to take care of our planet and think about things like conservation and using reusable bags and straws and just watching our carbon footprint. That's why it's so important to kind of get people engaged. We want people to feel like they can connect with these animals, learn about them, and hopefully take that forward with them into their everyday lives. Here we have 5 harbor seals and 2 sea lions out in this area right now. A lot of them came with medical issues that deemed them non-releasable. Skinny, who I'm going to show you guys, she's our only silver seal. She's actually the oldest harbor seal living in North America. She's 47 years old.
Man, way to go, Skinny. 47. What's the average lifespan then?
Well, in human care, obviously they don't have predators. They're getting their diets every day.
Sure.
I would say usually around the 30s is about where they would be, but obviously we have outliers, and Skinny's a wonderful one. And so as you can see, to conserve energy, what they'll do is a lot of times they will be upside down.
Yes.
So harbor seals will use their hind flippers to move through the water, whereas the sea lions actually use their front flippers. And same thing with these guys. We are going to do their body checks. We look in their mouth, look at their eyes, flippers, back. What these do is not only allow us to look at our animals, but it makes them active participants in their own health care. So we can do things like voluntary injections, blood collection, x-ray, ultrasound, all kinds of stuff. It's a positive thing for them, and they're holding to do these things, and they're, allowing us to. And we can do
Which is what she's doing right here. She's rubbing his her stomach
And then we also do fun and high energy behaviors, which helps them exercise and also get mental stimulation as well. And also just providing training obviously challenges them as well and gives them something different every day on top of all the enrichment we also give throughout the day.
I'm trying to get an education from you, and I'm being totally entertained on this side. I mean, this is...
It's a great second chance at life for these animals, but not only that, but part of our mission statement is to connect our community so people really get to see these animals up close, make that personal connection, and hopefully help propel them forward in conservation efforts and taking care of these animals. And hey, we might even get some more animal trainers or husbandry keepers or aquarists out of this as well. So
this is so much work.
It is a lot of work. It's a very hard field to get into. There's a lot of competition, and what's really hard is because there's so much demand for this job, the pay isn't always the highest, and I think people just assume we make a lot of money, but you really don't. And that's why it's so important to have a passion for what you do, because this is, like I said, an all-encompassing job. It's 24/7. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas, like they still need fed, they need some of them need medications, some of them need special care. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing us behind the scenes here for sure.
Thank you guys.
This is so much fun. All business now. I'm out of breath too. So.